starting just in case. Now, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I probably am live now, I think. So
yes,
whether we need to edit it out later or not, because I don't go back to edit the video. So hi, everyone. Just a little bit of a hectic start because just at the wrong time, my MacBook decided to freeze up again. And I hadn't done the usual what you're supposed to do with the cache clean out and all the rest. So Leanne was sitting in here by herself for a while. I did all that. So hi, Leanne. How are you today?
Hey, Ros, I'm good, thank you. Usually it's me jumping in at the last minute rushed.
Yeah.
I'm mainly organised. Sorry, guys, you probably hear me shuffling cards at the moment. So I have a new deck of cards that I thought I might try out. Today I haven't actually played with them as yet, so this is going to be good. Interesting.
That will be fun. I know I had some. Hi, there is some people already kicked in. That's not the right word. Connected in. Yes. So, hi, Robin. I will just show a few of the comments as we go this time.
Honey. I hope you were. It was so lovely. Rob and I actually got to meet last on Saturday in Port Lincoln and got a lovely photo taken with her and a big hug. So such beautiful energy.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, and then looking forward to seeing you too.
Yeah. I like seeing the giggles there.
I'm sure she has a lot of giggles at us.
Oh yeah. I bet.
Beautiful girl.
Tony.
I hope you're well.
Oh, Robin again. Yeah, good seeing you in Port Lincoln too. So it's great to have the acknowledgements. Thank you. It's great to see people connecting this way. Technology being what it is, can be good, can be a pain, but
it's been a bit crazy lately with this energy that's getting around. So,
hi, Shirley.
guys. Hi, Shirley. Yeah. Guys, don't forget to hit the share button and invite your friends and family to join in with us.
Yes, which is, I think it's over that way if you're looking at that. Oh, yeah, see, I'm covering my whole face there doing all that. Being aware of what's in front of us.
Yeah.
And that's an interesting comment in and of itself, being aware of what's in front of us.
Oh, yeah, Spirit's really pushing that at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I myself have had a few moments where I've thought, what am I doing? What am I getting myself into? Like this, with all the changes that I've had in my life in the last 2 years, and finally deciding, yes, I'm settling here. I'm buying Mum's place, and all of that involves. It's still a mental shift, an emotional shift, and is it the right path? And we do go for guidance in other places until you really have to sit with self and actually just be in that space to accept this is what it is. It is where I've chosen to be, and it's what is right. And taking all of that as into, that mindset change, that even just the feeling into the emotions and all that it involves of being a me in that as well. And I'm not taking on somebody else's expectations, and I'm not taking on somebody else's boundaries. I'm creating it all again for me, even though I'm in a place that people knew me as a child, as a young adult, raising a family, as a mature woman, leaving after divorce and coming back, looking after Mum and all the rest. It's just coming to my mind the importance actually of sitting with self to just be you and find out for yourself what it is that you're actually on about here in this world, the spiritual aspect and your soul. What is your soul here to experience? And I did experience, I have, and it's only this morning, listening to it. Usually I'm chatting with Shaz every morning pretty much, and that's a video thing, but I felt myself wandering off, like if you've ever experienced that situation of you're staring into the nothingness, you're actually almost in that live daytime daydream state that's not even meditative or anything, but it is. And it's
Yeah.
that moment or two or three or four, because some of the stuff that she was chatting about this morning I didn't even hear, because it's just a space that I'd slipped into.
Yep.
Because at that point I needed it to think, what am I here for? Something she said triggered it, and I'm thinking I'd gone in and out at the same time. A really interesting experience, and we need that. Each and every person, body, soul needs that. Allow yourself to do that. Yeah.
And that's it. It's staying true to you. It's trusting and surrendering. And I'm always saying this to my students, trust and surrender, because we just need to allow to happen. You know, our lives are impacted by so many through our parents, our upbringing, our conditioning, the expectations that are on us as young adults, as parents, into our adulthood and stuff like that. But we need to stay true to ourselves. And when we do that, we find our own purpose. We're not influenced by others. We're not held back by others or pushed in that direction that may not be quite the right direction for us at the same time. So it's important to have those moments of clarity. And it's unintentionally. And like you've done that without deliberately sitting to meditate or whatever. So it's come from the purest form in that sense.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah. And I can see it in your energy. It's resonated with you.
Well, it's also, thinking we've got no time for anything. Well, the time's going to be made whether you're ready or not. And in those instances, for me, that was the ready or not. I was supposed to be listening to a friend as we chatter away in the morning. Happens most mornings, usual. But it was, it was in those instances, and almost where I don't actually remember, the thoughts or what it was that occurred. It was just moments.
Yeah.
And it was in that space. And I didn't have to go anywhere else to look for answers, ask the questions or anything. It was just something that happened that needed to be that space for me. Because I'm thinking, as we're leading into, and I did notice there is a couple of questions already lined up, there are times where we do have that need to actually look outside of ourselves to have some help with that. You've just cracked a new deck of cards, eager to see what they are. And, that sort of guidance, it is guidance only. It's not something that I feel we continually need to be asking these questions of somewhere else, someone else. But, gee, sometimes it really is handy to do that triggering, like I had this morning with something, a word or something that Shaz might have said.
That's it. Because more than likely we've got those answers on that soul level. We know the answers, but we've got to get out of our own head. We've got to get out of the clutter that goes with every day.
Yeah,
and when we
having that guidance, people such as you, myself, anyone else, I mean ourselves, of course, first, but it's great to have that ability, especially with technology too now, that we've got so many wonderful people lining up to actually ask for that help. And I think that's where it's great to be able to do this. Have fun.
Yeah.
You have fun.
And sometimes, exactly. That's it. And even on the weekend, being away over on the Eyre Peninsula and doing live shows and private readings and everything, there's things that come out of those readings that trigger me to do things. I don't know how many times Spirit reminded me I need to be writing, sort of thing, over the weekend. And it's the same this morning. I've got up, I've rushed around and did what I had to do and sat to have breakfast, and it's like, you need to write. And it's like, I've got that first paragraph and that first, section of the book in my head. It's just got to go to the paper, the typing.
Yeah.
I
I think too, sometimes it really is, and it occurs for me with a blank canvas. It's as far as an artist thing goes, the blank canvas, the first thing that you see is white. The written page, it's wild. That's for those that used to do the old handwriting. Not always the case now. It's the keyboard. Having that start, that trigger to actually push it through, and then the little reminders along the way as to what's the next step, the next chapter in the book, the next everything. So
That's it. I'm excited to get started on it.
Yeah. I've just found the first one that was the question in line. So it's from Robin. So I would love to see if anything comes up through her comes through with her finances.
No.
Big
honey.
machine breakdown.
Yeah.
It's hard work when you get things like that.
Yeah, that's it. So, honey, whether the replacing the new machine may bring new features that you can add to your business, but I do get the replacing of the machine is going to add extra to it. So see that, and this is for everybody, see the finances coming in, see the money that you want. Don't get stuck on the fact that your machine's broken down. I'm now limited. Look at, okay, this is a new change. This is opening doors to other things. See, put it out. And I think I might have spoken to you, Robin. I know I spoke to somebody on Saturday about calling on their guides. Ask your guides to step in. Tell them exactly what you want. Give them that clear picture. Give them permission to go ahead and do it for you and say thank you. I always thank them when I give them the message, just in case I don't get around doing it once it has happened. But see that money coming in that you need to be comfortable. Don't be greedy in the way that you go about it. Just make sure it's a clear, unselfish act that you're asking for and keep that clear vision. And usually within, it could be 24 hours, it could be a week, they will provide. So it won't take forever, but they will provide. So there will be, when you do that, they're likely to give you the opportunity of that money coming in, maybe somewhere that you may not have expected it. But ask them to put the money there for what you need for your business to do what it needs to do and be comfortable. Okay, so like I said, keep those clear messages. All right.
Yeah, I'm feeling too, there is that stepping forward into the new stuff, the new part of what that means for the business with the machine. Like you said, a new machine, it does open those new opportunities, and stepping forward as if it is that bigger opportunity, things that Robin might have seen already in her forward vision for what she wants the direction to take, stepping right into that as if it is now type of thing.
Yeah. And it's funny because I think so many of us lately, Ros, are living in fear of change, fear of doing things because, what if I get myself in a little bit more debt, or what if this and that? The universe has opened up a lot of opportunities for us this year, and especially this last half of the year. The stuff we have been manifesting and doing the hard work on in the past is now here in front of us. If we're not ready to step through that door or take that jump, we're going to miss those opportunities. So if it's meant to be, it will fall into place.
Yeah, it's
I'm a big
like
believer
it's that that harvest time, actually harvesting the fruit from the trees that we've planted. So
that's it. Reap your rewards.
Yeah.
So
I'm using my hands a lot.
So whose energy are you picking on? I was just sitting here thinking mine are very dry.
Mine are itchy. I mean, as I've been unpacking some boxes and stuff, I invariably do bump on the screen door, scun knuckles. So they're actually itchy for that reason, not because they're dry. They're healing. And that actually does move into a bit of a segue to the next one, which is Tony Watkins. She's met a new man.
Yay!
So on the spirit level, does she get into the scary new? With Robin's scary new change is always going to happen.
Honey, you're such a big heart and such a beautiful person. Take that leap of faith. And you know who will be supporting you with that. My feeling is he's probably put him in front of you. Okay? This needs to be about you. I wish you all the best. I'm excited. Yay.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I felt the same.
It is.
Take the plunge. Yeah, get into it.
I got goosebumps just, with the excitement, the energy. That's clarification, honey. It's a goosebump.
And here's some good feedback as far as I'm really waiting eagerly for your class tonight. So.
As soon as I finish here, Annie, I will be working on the slides.
Yes.
So.
We've got Heather. I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name. Rowson?
Rosen, maybe.
Like to ask about her oldest daughter. She's trying to fall pregnant with her partner. Do you see a baby in the near future?
Yeah, I do. And I had to laugh, honey, because every time I get questions like this when they're trying to fall pregnant and there's been that struggle, Spirit take me back to a memory of a lady I spoke to probably 5 or 6 years ago that was struggling to get pregnant, and she wanted to know the same thing: was she going to have a child? And I said yes, but I said to her, it's got to go back to about the connection between her and her husband, not the fact of trying to get pregnant. I've had the struggles with pregnancy, and I know how hard it was to try and focus on anything else but getting pregnant. And so I'd say to this lady, make it about fun, have fun with your husband, make it about the connection of the two of you. You know, what comes from that is the bonus. And I said, go out and be like kids in a playground and have fun. And they literally went out into the playground and had that fun, so to speak. So these days I'm very careful about how I word it. So yes, honey, I do feel that there is a baby in the very near future, like pregnancy news. Okay, what's prosperity?
Prosperity begins. I'm just looking at the fruit. Fruit being that's creativity and things growing forward.
And you just said about harvesting your fruit. I love it.
Isn't it?
The synchronicities.
Oh, definitely that.
Beautiful. I've just got Alison on my page that is commenting, so you won't see that through your comments, because she's just on the link on my Facebook page, and she says, feeling stuck at the moment, do you have anything for me? Oh, yeah, she's put the same sort of comment 3 times. That's okay. Hey, Alison, I hope you're well, honey. I just get the feeling stuck is at the moment for you is the need to take a step back, ground your energy and look at the bigger picture. And when you do that, things will start to seem a lot clearer, a lot easier, and will start to move. There's just it's in the timing for you, honey, at the moment. And I get the reference to there's a reason why you're feeling stuck, but at the same time, you need to be looking forward and manifesting those things that you're wanting in your life. Okay. So just remember to breathe, ground your energy, change your, look at your, English would help, your thought process. I don't know if you know what you want to say in your head, but it doesn't come out your mouth, because I feel like I'm connecting to your energy with that. Change your thought process to a positive thought process. English would help, and look at how that will bring in that more positive energy, that it will move very quickly, honey. Okay. I feel very tense around the shoulders, the neck with you, so I feel like you just need to relax and let go as well. Let that energy move rather than fighting it. Okay, so Michelle, wish you all the best. I'm having trouble talking English with Alice's energy. I don't know what it is. Like, whether you struggle a little bit, honey.
The next I was going to show was just a few more hellos. So Amir Khan to hit right from Pakistan. So it could be a bit of language thing there too. I'm just like we talked before, the synchronicity and stuff of what we see in front of us at times. I just find it so interesting what we have in front of us, looking at it. And hi, Gloria, Natasha, and
hey, Natasha, honey. Actually, I got to send you a message, hun. I got your order, but I'm out of stock, but I have ordered in some more, so they will come very shortly, probably within a week. Okay.
And we've got one from Lauren Hilbert here.
Just before I go on to that one, Alice just says she's on crutches, so always feeling very tight in the neck and the shoulders. Excellent. All right. Sorry, hon, I didn't get to read that question.
Oh, no, that's all right. It's just, it is good to have that feedback for, as we go through too. So, question messages from Grandpa John about what I've been talking to him about.
Okay. Oh, There's a lot of chatter there, is the reference I get. So would I be right in saying, hun, that you have been connecting with him a lot lately? And I do feel that you feel more at comfort, more at peace when you are connecting with your grandfather in that sense. I also get you need to trust your gut instincts as well, because he says you know the bigger picture. You can understand what is going on, but it's just the feeling that you need to trust within yourself as well with that. So I do feel, hun, that you're very much in your own head at times as well. So just try to change the thinking, slow it down, let go of some of that noise, that clutter in your head in that sense. All right. And I got the card. This is my beautiful new set that is from Julie Mackenzie. I'll show you the cover of the page. I met this beautiful lady and really resonated with her and her information that she spoke to us about on her on the conference that I was on in Queensland last week. So I couldn't help myself to buy her book and to get her cards. Her cards are a little bit different. They don't come with a book or a layout. You get half a dozen cards like this that will show you different layouts, and it's just even to basically pull a card, connect with that, pull the next card, and they seem to resonate together with that side of it. So Paradise, honey, I don't know if I showed you that. Sorry, you can see my halo light up the top. And it says, a message from your departed loved ones. We are with you. English would help. We are with you. You always, as we are here, your words and watch your tenderly from above. We love you. So please know that your grandfather is sending you that love, and he hears your words, and he is very much with you at that time. Okay. Beautiful. I am so stuck on my words today.
So much to say.
Somebody's energy. It's just like the mind's going, but the mouth doesn't want to keep up. That was that early morning getting up.
I understand that. Lately it's been, I don't want to. I'm trying to sleep in, and then Peanuts licks my hand. So Peanuts being my dog.
That's it. It could have been taken in a lot of ways then, Ros. And Alice is just saying thank you very much. I will breathe. Beautiful, honey. Excellent.
Yeah. So I just noticed this comment that Robin has put there. It's quite an expensive machine, so obviously commercial type and the rest. Okay. Only 2 years old. It's just one of those things. If you consider it, has it run out of its warranty at that? I find that a bit amazing. It just pursue the new actually.
And I feel the same thing. Look at the warranty of it. I do feel there's a new machine coming in, and if not, under the warranty, look at your home insurance. Does that cover breakdowns on your stuff within your home? Our insurance has covered my daughter's phone that she dropped in a bucket, like in the sink of dishwashing liquid. The fridge has been covered on it, different things like that. So if that's within your home and your contents insurance covers it, look at that side of it. But I do feel the new machine is coming in. That may be a machine that you can have work done and have as a second machine, a backup machine. You're going to take off. There's going to be more than just you doing that, hun.
Yeah, I think it's being open to those possibilities and taking the steps into it as if it's now what you wanted for your future.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm trying not to flick the cards too much in front of the mic.
Yeah, it's a hard thing doing a soft shuffle because they just make sound.
Yeah. And some of these cards, because I literally have just taken them out of the box as we went live, are stuck together still. That's how new they are.
Just flash a few of them up as you're actually going along. I mean, I've got another reading request from her. Here's me starting to get stuttery. I do this solo.
So, nature. They are beautiful cards.
Oh, gorgeous.
I know I've got to design a deck, but where do you start? Evolve?
In that inner space.
Yeah, it's taking
Start in that inner space. You've got them there. It's the matter of doing the artwork or the messages. What do you feel is needing to be done first? The messages or the art?
The book. No, it's the book.
And the book.
The book comes first. The writing of the child's book, and then it will follow. Yeah. So to Gloria's question, will my relationship get better? I got stuck on this card, honey, for you. It's the encouragement card, and it says the inner child needs to sparkle and be free. Let your innocence shine as you view the world through the eyes of a child. Notice the magic in everything. So I want to say, look at the relationship, look at what is going on, and look at the positive sort of side of it, okay, and hold on to that. I get you're in two minds. So to me, it's that feeling you're half in, half out of the relationship. So I want to say, look at yourself, honey, first, and do the work on you and watch how the relationship will blossom from that. Okay, Ros has got the world.
I've also pulled up the world. So I'm just feeling that is the world is your oyster in being able to create what you want in your relationship as well too. So.
And with saying that, I get if in that relationship you want it to work, it will work. Okay. So sometimes we can put those blocks on things without realizing we're doing it. So we can manifest that energy without the intention to do it. So looking at that side of it. Okay.
And Taryn has, guess what? I have 2 girls coming into our family. You saw correctly.
How exciting. Oh, that's beautiful.
Lovely,
you don't do things by halves, do you, honey? So that is 2 beautiful little foster children. Excellent. Congratulations. You got your girls. Poor Taryn has lived in a house full of boys.
Oh, wow. I'm going to have that soft nurturing energy again then.
Yeah, beautiful. So, and it's just coming to Mazepina. Yeah, beautiful.
Pass that on. So now just Robin giving a bit of feedback, not sure she'll be able to replace it. That's where we've already sort of discussed that as far as looking into insurance and that.
Yeah,
have
the warranted insurance. Yeah. You would think if it's only 2 years old, honey, it should have a have smile. Good morning, Caro. Lovely to see you, honey, joining in.
And a very good confirmation of sometimes we talk about things that we don't, we do believe them and understand them and all the rest of it, but it being reminded sometimes of things that we've let go and passed on before, and manifesting what we do want, and sometimes thinking, it doesn't happen instantly, so we want it to happen now, and we get disappointed if it's not instantly. Remember that anything that we're planting, and that's including what we actually want forward for our future, it does take sometimes that planting of a seed that's like the acorn tree, the size of the seed compared to what the tree grows into. It takes time, patience, watering, all of that stuff. But something that you'd said on the weekend was so true. It's lovely to see that it is being heard.
Thank you, Heather. It was so lovely seeing you too, honey. There's so many beautiful people down there, and this is my second time back that I was at Port Lincoln, and to see some familiar faces coming back for readings again, and so many new faces. And oh my God, some of the messages down there were just so heartfelt. I think I sat in tears with half a dozen of my clients over the 4 days, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So,
great,
beautiful.
Isn't it? And hi, Adnel. Sometimes names are very difficult to know how they're pronounced.
Yes. Hey, honey, sorry we can't say your name correctly. I'm sure it probably rolls off the tongue, but Adnel. Lovely. Hi, ladies. Do you see anything in regards to my children and my health? Thank you. Did you want to try that one, Ros?
I had already shaken.
You're talking my language.
I had already shuffled the cards with view to the next one that I pulled is for the next one that I'll speak on. So now, as far as with children and yourself, health, when you're looking at that card, the best person to interpret is definitely you. But what my vision is actually going more to the tower, or it's almost like a crown behind, but it feels like a tower, as if there's so much above you that it is almost overwhelming. But when you're seeing into it more, you're sitting in front of it, so you're actually needing to spend it, because the label is it's solitude. It's spending that time on yourself to look after your health. So with your children, they're very resilient and can actually cope with a lot of things very well by themselves. I mean, they know you're around and all the rest, but it's time that you do spend a bit more on yourself, and having that space as well, needing for you to do what you need to around your health. Researching, I feel that book is more to do with you researching some of the ways that you can do that best for you, and having that, like I was talking about earlier, that time that's within, so that it's just sitting in that solitude, that peace. Not to forget about the children. It is to, yes, be aware that they're there, but you have been looking after their needs so well that you've neglected yourself. It needs to be that you are looking after yourself, and they have the abilities and skills to be able to keep an eye on themselves, the kids. They're strong people. They'll be able to be quite fine with you and feel more comfortable if you are looking after yourself, so that you're getting things back in line. I'm feeling a lot of it is actually more of a headspace thing, a perspective. As far as your health goes, it feels to me like it's more sorting out and getting things in balance. Not so much anything that's wrong with your health. It's just sorting it out. The balance feels to me, and it's starting at the head, the way that you actually are looking at how your body is behaving. And what you're actually, even feeding it, the quality of the water, the food. So that's what I'm getting. So do you have anything else on that?
Yeah, I've pulled a card as well for you, for her as well. And it's perfect because my card is the past. Now, I get you need to let go of the past, honey. I get you need to free the pain, the hurt of the past, to free yourself. All right. So when we hold on to things in our energetic field, the past, the hurt, the pain, everything that stops us from moving forward, our body reacts to it. So what sits in our energy field and doesn't move eventually does turn it into the physical health issues. So when you can let go of the past and acknowledge the past, the hurt, the pain, find peace in that and release it, you will find that health will be fine. Okay, so I do feel that minor things are coming from the past that you're holding on to with that side of it. All right, beautiful. Forgive and heal was 2 words that's 3 words that actually stuck out when I just looked at that on the bottom of the card. So beautiful. Okay,
yeah,
excellent.
That's good. So hopefully that's helpful.
Alice has just wished us have a great day, and she thanked us. You're very welcome, honey.
Oh, thank you.
We've done that one.
Oh, we did that one. Oh,
yep, that was
okay.
Gloria.
I'll slip down my list. That's a bit weird. I thought I was doing so well. Just in behind the scenes doing hosting.
Excuse my background noise. My husband cleaning the kitchen.
Yeah. So thank you for that, Tony. It's good.
You're very welcome. I'll just mute myself for a second.
Oh, yeah, that's one of the things that I just found too, the mute button. Because I was shuffling the cards in the background. I thought, oh, there's a mute button. I just saw it. You said
I
you've
love my
done
husband
this one,
for
wasn't
wanting.
it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love my husband for wanting to do the house, but the timing.
Oh, I haven't got that sort of fairy in mind. I've got to do my own at the moment. But that's all right. He's probably off fishing today.
I don't blame him.
Yes. North of Wallaroo.
Oh, lovely.
Here's one from Nancy. I'm actually getting a positive over this one too on first look. What's the question? Hi, I'd like to know if very soon my divorce be over. So much stress with finances.
Yes, I get yes with that. I feel like I need to look at the number 3. So whether I'm 3 months or around the third of the month, I get the 3 is very strong around that. Stand your ground, honey. And reflect. I want to say do the reflection on the relationship that you had.
I'll just drop the comment and then you can look at 2 cards because this is
that's it. Do the reflection on the relationship and what that has brought, the positives, the negatives, and let it go. Find closure, put the end to it.
And it brings out the truth. What I'm seeing in that one too with the truth is the chains will drop and you'll have that freedom that you're needing. And even to do with the financial freedom, it will be fine. It'll move you forward. Fine isn't always a good word, is it?
No, and it's funny, Ros. I was just reading this reflection card. It says, "Listen to the guidance you are given, reflect and learn from the situation, and move forward. Positive outcomes lay ahead." So to me, it's the feeling you're heading in the right direction. Okay, that's just clarity.
Yes. Hi, Caro. Anything for you? We usually have been asking if you can be a little more specific in what you're actually wanting some guidance on, if there's something to do with career and whatever. And Leanne's already got one, so you didn't have to be more specific.
I just pulled a card. Okay, so
that's good.
Okay. So I look at the journey you are heading, and the card says, relax and take a break. You are on the right path. Take the time to rest before making the big decisions. You are exactly where you are meant to be. So I just look at the journey you're on, honey. Stand in that truth of it being yours and yours only, and allow yourself to shine. And things will flow. Beautiful.
Yeah, being in her flow.
Yep.
Yes.
Excellent. And the next one I got was clarity. I thought I'll put one more for her and see.
That's good. Yeah, I haven't reshuffled the cards. I just like this comment from Heather. Don't worry, everyone gets it wrong. So obviously we got it wrong. It'd be nice sometimes to hear, have a feedback that's actually heard instead of just a chat that we can. But the only way of doing that is if I put the link in the show notes, wherever that is, the comments on my time. And I just didn't have time with the computer today to do that.
Yeah. And I think Robin's also acknowledging, we're all human as well, that we learn from these mistakes. Well, they're not mistakes in life. They are experiences. We've chosen this journey coming into this world, sort of thing. We may vary slightly from that journey, but we are on the journey that we've pretty much chosen. So as long as we're learning, we're looking at the lessons that come from it, there's nothing, there's no wrong in that sense.
There isn't. And hello to a few more new names that I've seen in the list. Ava and Fiona.
Well, honey.
And
hi, Fiona.
Maddie.
Right.
So
hey, Maddie, hope you're well, honey.
Yeah. Fiona's just asking the generalised, do you feel anything for me?
All right. You got changes around you, honey.
I'm feeling a stirring.
I get changes around you, and I get paradise when I pulled a card for you.
I'll just pull that outside.
So, yeah. So, like I said, I haven't sat with these cards, so I'm just referring to the messages at the moment. Paradise for me, I'm going to use my intuition to start with this side of it, this card, okay? So paradise, I feel like you just need to allow yourself to sit in that energy of paradise and see the beauty in everything in that sense, okay? It's what you make it. So if you want to see that positive energy, that will flow. You will manifest that side of it. The meaning on the card says a message from your departed loved ones. What are you? We are with you always. As God, I think I need to talk another language today. We are with you always as we are. We hear you. Words and watch your tenderly from above. We love you. Okay, honey. So know that Spirit's with you, and that you choose to be in that paradise. You can be in that way. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just getting a confirmation around what you're saying. Nothing specific from me.
I'm just getting information from my guides actually to do with myself. So, oh my God, they're going to drive me batty. I'm going through changes. I must admit, I'll give you the quick rundown of where it's going, Ros. The last probably 3 weeks, I reckon, I have noticed when I quite often read or when I am connecting with Spirit, I have a bit of a New Zealand accent that keeps coming out. But I realised on the weekend while I was in the middle of a live show that Spirit, one of my guides is changing, and I seem to have a very strong New Zealand accent coming in one of those guides. And I get this feeling like I need to be talking, I don't know if it's Maori or something like that, but I just feel like today I'm really struggling with English, that the guide is really starting to connect, to resonate in that sense of whether they are settling in, as I say. It's taken a little bit for this transition to happen. So I'm going to need to sit with them for a while.
Yes, getting the translations happening right.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. Yeah. They can talk English, make it easier.
It would be. Yeah. I mean, I've felt that sometimes when I've gone doing the sound therapy stuff. Yes, it just comes out as, well, to me, it's just not garbled, but it just does come out almost as a different language. I have no idea whether it is or not. I just follow the flow, go with it.
Yeah.
So I can understand that feeling. Yeah.
Definitely.
So actually, the way that Spirit does work with us is just so unique to each and every person. And we do have the guides that we need to be able to connect, so that we are putting out the best of who we are in our abilities to be able to help other people. So, and it will be different.
Yeah.
Every single reader is going to be different. Every single person that you're working with, as far as the Spirit goes, is going to be different.
Yeah.
So,
and the energy that we sit in changes. It rises. Yeah. And I get this really strong feeling at the moment I'm going through a major vibrational change, which I usually find when I have a major vibrational change, the way that Spirit connects with me is in heightened, but it does a dramatic change in the way that I get my information. And as I was explaining to you about the New Zealand side of it, all of a sudden I was getting the artwork, the drawing coming in. I'm thinking, oh, God, don't tell me I'm going to start drawing now as well.
What have you wished for?
Stuff.
Go back to what you wished for over time. Maybe it's manifesting now.
It could be. I have sat and drawn in the past and done the automatic drawing, but even like this morning and even last week I start doing the automatic writing, do writing for messages once a week for people or in different stuff like that. So it's like they're throwing all this stuff at me and I'm like, yes, I'm going to have to spend more time in front of the computer, but where am I getting the time to do this stuff at the same time?
Well, we were talking about some things the other night, wasn't it? Was that only last night? Gosh, time goes.
Yeah. Yes, Ros.
Yes.
It's just more clarification, isn't it?
It is. And really, we
love
do
it.
need to be listening to that inner and taking
Yeah.
those hints on the outer, those messages that we're getting, each individual person I'm talking about now, not going out for your guidance, but what you see in front of you is for you. Take the hint sometimes. so here's for Maddie.
Okay. So I did pull a card for Maddie. Sorry, guys, I've got to remember to tilt it. So loss. Okay, honey. I do feel that you've had the disappointment and the loss in your life in the past, but I also get the reference to look at the strengths that have come from those experiences through that growth. Okay. I do get that everything, and I get that for everybody, and I'm a strong believer in it. Everything happens for a reason. So when I say take time to look at what has happened in your life, look at the strengths, look at the growth that has come from that, but give yourself a pat on the back in how far that you've come with that. Okay. The card says feeling of disappointment and loss will soon fade as you find strength in love. Love is patient and kind, so persist, learn, and immerse stronger. Okay. So that's your card I pulled for you, honey.
Oh, and I just took
I love the butterflies.
Should still be able to
you're
see
right,
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another hello. I don't think we've seen Amanda already yet.
Hey,
so
Amanda.
hello, Amanda. Ava has asked a question. I think hers might have been further down. Yep. Hi, Ava. So I actually...
Did you want to go on that one?
Yeah, I actually had this one already for the one I prepared earlier. I just sort of I shuffle, and the next one that's on top is going to be for the next person with this one. So that's what happened. So it's for you, Ava, and I'll drop that because I find it hard to line up. Which one is it? It's the Eight of Swords. This one is the actual Gilded Tarot deck. I just straight away feel a freedom, even though it almost looks like that they're, blinded with that blindfold and imprisoned by those 8 swords. I feel that there is that sense of control of being able to do, I'm just trying to find that where it's me on the side. Yeah. To being able to choose for yourself, which is the next piece of the puzzle that you can move around, that you have the control over, as much as you don't need to see, it's that sensing and going for that gut feeling for yourself. I think I might do it that way. Yeah, that might be easy. So that what you're actually focusing on is that inner being of the you with this. So allow yourself to believe in you, in that inner being, and putting it into action. So instead of feeling like you're imprisoned and can't make up your mind with what your next step is, it is having that faith in self, and you have the control. I just feel so light. I mean, I think she is on a cloud or something. Oh, I don't know. She is surrounded by, I'll try and get it a bit closer, because there is chains in there, but I feel they're able to be released. It's only your own self holding them there. Let them go.
And it's funny that you said that, because I love, like, that card is so perfect for what I'm going to say next. Okay. I get breathed when I pull the card for you, Hannah, as well with that. So quite often, without even looking at the meaning of the card, I quite often tell my clients and my students, take a step back, take a deep breath, clear your mind and ground yourself. When you do that, you will see the bigger picture. And that lady in that card had the blindfold on. Okay. So, honey, look at what's going on around you at the moment. I do feel there is a grandfather figure around you that is guiding you, but it's also about moving forward, breaking free, breathe, ground, and see the bigger picture.
Yeah, and that floating feeling, what I'm getting from it really is that connection. That you ask spirits around me. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
That's just my, almost a throwaway line. Yes, of course. But you know that.
Yeah, my card says breathe in the universe energy that connects mind, body, and soul as one. Feel the energy of love as it flows through every cell of your body.
Beautiful.
Allow it to move.
They're really nice
I love
cards.
her.
Yeah.
They are. I love them. They are simple, but she resonated with me, and I think I was very lucky, I guess, at this conference. There was at least probably 3 of the 5 speakers, if not 4, that really resonated with me. Their story is very similar to mine, in the sense the journey we've travelled, the struggles that we've had, sort of thing, and how they've come out the other side. So it's been great. Is my 8-year-old being English helps? Is my 8-year-old be having B12 injections for all his life, or will they stop? I get stop. I think it's something he's going to grow out of, honey. So yeah.
Yes, as I'm reading, and I sort of because I just have a sense at the third eye. It does like a little switch on or off, whether it's yes or no. As I'm reading it through, I'm sort of thinking, now where is that saying yes or no? All of his life or not? It's the not that I got it to. The yes, it's going to stop.
It will stop. Yeah. I think it's something he'll grow out of.
I think with a lot of it too, he'll be able to manage his own health really well around what is diet, and that is when he's older too, and be responsible for it.
That's it.
In a good, healthy way. So, like sometimes what kids learn in the ages that they're growing up, if they do have issues around allergies and things like that in diet, deficiencies and all that, it's actually a great learning tool for them to be able to manage their own health later, probably in a much more efficient way than if they if they discover later on, oh shit, I'm use that word, doesn't matter, that they're diabetic or something, and have to deal with it then after a lifetime of bad habits. So I think in some ways it's a welcome way of moving into your future life, if that's understandable. So yes, we have Amanda Jane. I don't know what number of other comments we've got, but it's coming up close to the end of an hour.
Oh my goodness, already.
Yeah, for those of us that are waiting there, or those of you who are waiting there, really sorry. It does seem to take a bit of time, but that's what it is. And that is what it is. So we go for around the hour because everybody has commitments in other places, and you do actually have to have boundaries, don't you? So there we go for your card, Amanda.
So, Amanda, I got Evolve. The green light is on and the time is now. Release everything that has held you back. This is your life. Be ready to evolve. So to me, that's growth, honey. Look at the growth, the changes that are being put in front of you. And I get the reference to just allow that energy to flow. The hard work's behind you. You've done the hard work. Now it's about allowing yourself that growth and trusting in yourself. Okay.
I think
so we wish all the very best with that.
yeah. Trusting in self. It's a big message for all of us.
Yeah. And I think it's something that's really being pushed at the moment by the universe. We are needing to step out. We are needing the growth. We need the change. And only ourselves can take that control.
And it creates good guidance. Things.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a bit of a long one, isn't it, around photography. So, hi, Sarah.
Yeah. We got some
there's another
creating products.
Another confirmation around trust yourself.
And that's it. So, honey, whether you're getting a little bit too much in your own head at the moment, the overthinking, striving for more than what you feel that you're able to do. You have to excuse my yawning. I'm still coming off of the last 4 hectic days, and it's catching up with me. But I do get the reference to that clear clarity will come. So just take a breath, ground yourself, and look at the bigger picture. It's moving, okay? So, and it's funny because when I was reading your question, I was getting, there's my person to do the artwork on my cards. I just need to write them. We may talk later, honey.
Yes, keeping that in mind. Have you written down a name?
Okay.
Or she can message you. So you mentioned I could do your artwork.
We can look at it.
All the different ways.
Yeah, so fertility, I get the fertility will be fine, honey, and I also get the relationship with that. So let Ros talk on hers.
Yeah, that just seems a bit weird, but I'm just wondering, is it to do with an IVF and choose wisely? Not knowing your situation, it just feels like it may be something to do with that. So feedback, great. It does feel positive though. So
yeah. And the relationship card says, gather those you love, celebrate family friendships, warm hearts, and your sense of purpose as relationships grow closer and enrich you. Okay, so I get that's around family for you.
And a quick one as we're coming up today. I might go over a teeny bit. Okay.
Yes, early next year is the reference I get.
Yeah, I just got a yes. I don't feel a need to pull a job. I think it's a quick and simple question. It's a yes from me.
Yeah, I was the same.
Yeah. And Ava, I think, have we answered something for Ava already?
We've done Ava's.
Because sometimes the questions...
She got the lost card and I just pulled it again.
I think that's wonderful. Oh, thank you, Gloria. That's lovely. Nice little feedback. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Lovely. Now, I can't remember because that's one of the things that I do have short memory sometimes, especially when I'm trying to do this thing in the background.
I don't think we have. I think she just said hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honey, I get forgive. All right. So to me, I'm probably too close to the camera. I get the reference to forgive. Find forgiveness in your heart, release the pain, and find peace as you clear the burdens that have restricted you. So when I say look at the past, the need to forgive, find the peace in that and release it. And when you do, things will continually move forward. I'm being told to put the cards away.
And I think that's probably... We're just going to have one or two more, and I might not just do them in line. I'll pick one that's a bit towards the end, because it certainly is that I'm not going to have time to read through them all because there is quite a long list.
That's right. I don't feel the need to pull a card for Melissa, honey. I just get you're very focused on your relationship. I just feel like you're going around in circles, honey, with that side of it. So that is the energy that you are manifesting. So to me, it's the feeling that you're putting out an energy that is coming back around. So you need to decide whether you want to be in this relationship or not. I'm going to say do the work on you. Is it a healthy relationship for you? I do feel the relationship will last, but I also get you are putting a lot of hard work on that relationship at the same time. You either need to decide whether it is worth your time, your energy. And when you make that choice, I think you find you're going to see that the relationship will change. Okay? I understand there's a lot of unsettled energy there. All right. I know it's probably not what you want to hear, but that's what Spirit's making reference to.
And everything that we have come to us is for learning. And
beautiful, Robin. Good girl. I told her to write on the weekend. Good girl.
That's good. I don't think we've had this one, so there is so many in the list. So unfortunately, not everybody's going to have reading, which happens every time, which is fair enough.
Wow.
So, what are you feeling around a relationship or the future
Okay.
for Tanya?
I get growth, honey. I do feel there is growth around the relationship. So look at the changes that are coming in, but I also feel like they are positive changes at the same time with that. So I feel very fidgety with your energy as well, honey. I keep finding myself wanting to play with these cards. I don't know if you're organising or the need to get organised at the moment, but I just feel like I need to be sorting things as well with you. Okay. So I have pulled one last card, and I did it with the intent for everybody as a card for the day. My card was, now I haven't read the meaning of it, was universe.
Yep.
Okay. So I get the universal card. To me, I am being drawn that the universe is there for you to manifest those things that you want. The universe will support you in that direction that you head. You just need to trust in yourself. And when you do, the universe will do that work for you. Okay. So when I say take a look at what it is you want in your life and focus on those, put yourself first. Find that love in you for you and the love, the passion that in what you're doing. And I get you will find your purpose in every day. Okay. Because it's not a life purpose, it's the purpose for the day. Okay. The card says give your cares and worries to the universe and completely surrender any need for control. So let go. Just allow that stuff to move. Okay. Beautiful.
Exactly. And the
Hope
big
that
word that I
resonates
get
with everyone.
Yeah. And the word that I get with that is trust.
Trust is a big one for the day today.
It is.
If we can't trust in what we feel, we get.
Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way. We do need to be trusting our intuition and everything else, that whatever it is that we have come across our path, that it's there for a reason, it's there for us to learn, it's there for just experience. And there's no need to really put a good or bad label on it. So, wow, that was interesting. I've just had Leanne dropping out into my lobby section for some reason. So her internet connection is maybe not there. I'll pop her back in, see if it's still happening.
You dropped out.
It did.
What'd you hear?
Yes. So
did you
I didn't hit anything.
Button? Oh,
no,
okay.
I haven't hit anything. It just dropped out. So that's
maybe
interesting.
Spirit's trying to tell us we've got to get off.
I think that's probably right. So it's been a lovely show. It's lovely to see the numbers here. Thank you so much for being part of our live here and sharing your energy. Thank you so much, Leanne, for being part of it too.
Oh, you're welcome.
I thoroughly
Thank
enjoy
you.
hosting this. So
it's
still a challenge, still a learning with all the technology and the background, what you need to deal with and stuff. It gets better every time, I hope.
We're always learning and evolving. That might be my word for the week, evolve.
Oh, a great word. Yes, It certainly involves change, which is inevitable at any point in time. Yeah. So true. Just grow and keep growing and being within yourself and out of yourself. I mean, the whole thing of what being you is. Blessings for each and every one of you as you move forward till next week.
Allow that inner light to shine.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So thank you, everybody. Right, and we'll, was there anything you wanted to finish on other than what we've already sort of chatted?
I think just take time for yourself, be true to you, and allow that inner beautiful light to shine bright, and you'll go where you need to go.
Yeah. And also a reminder just that there is a share button if you feel that anything that you've watched through or heard us mention, just share it. You'll know who might need it. And we'll look forward to next week, same time. I said this morning, it's for another live I did, same bat time, same bat channel and all the rest of it. Well, we're not bats, we're unique beings.
Exactly. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.